Okay.
Okay, well, oh, I see, got it, okay. Now, where is it here?
Okay. So, hello, dear participants.
Not the one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it's not working. I don't know
Is it?
why
Yes.
it's not.
It's working, Tim?
Oh.
Yes, we see
Okay.
your slide.
All right, what do you see up there right now? Do you see Feliz Navidad?
Some links
What?
of YouTube.
Oh, okay.
YouTube
Well,
links.
that's the one. That's the wrong slideshow. Let me, what's going on here?
Okay.
Why can't it's back here? Let me just stop. Let me stop the share. Oh.
So today, Tim Wahl will speak about New Year celebrations, traditions in the US. Thank you, Tim, for joining us.
You're welcome.
Welcome, please.
Okay, now, if you were in the United States now, or this time of year, you can expect what you see here on the image. This is in Buffalo, New York. Do you know where Buffalo, have any idea where Buffalo, New York is? What state is Buffalo in? I already gave it away. Buffalo, New York. We often will say the city, then the state. So the way we will often say it is like Buffalo, comma, New York. That will indicate the state. So Buffalo, what state is it in? Anybody? What state? I already said it. Buffalo.
In New York,
New York. Buffalo, New York. Buffalo, New York is notorious for snow. And this time of the year, December and January, you can expect it to be dumped on. Lots of snow. Now, after Thanksgiving, before Christmas, they got 8 feet in one snowfall overnight. 8 feet is 2.5 meters of snow. They got that cleared away. The road workers, they work hard, and people do what they can to shovel driveway. They got that cleared away, and then they got another snowfall just it was day before yesterday, and this is what houses look like in Buffalo. You can see them buried in snow like that. Buffalo, by the way, is a lovely city. I'm from that area. It's been often mischaracterized as the Siberia of North America. That's not quite true. It's not flat like Siberia, and I don't think it gets as cold as Siberia, but it does get a lot of snow. I don't know if Siberia gets a lot of snow or not. I do know it's cold. And so this is what people have to deal with like that. And imagine waking up to your car in the morning, this time of the year, and there's that. And you will notice that tree, the tree in front of the house right there. Do you see the tree sticking out? It doesn't have any leaves on it. But what do you see on the leaves, on the tree? What do you see? Do you see something there? I count 1, 2, 3. Maybe there's more.
These are cars?
Okay, yes, these are cars buried in snow, but there's a small tree in the left side of the screen. It's jutting out into the screen, and it has one of those things called, it's got something man-made, made by people, not nature. What does it have? I see 1, 2, and 3.
Decorations.
They're Christmas. Yeah, decorations. That's right. The Christmas tree ornaments. This is common. This time of the year, people will decorate their homes. Not only businesses, but people will decorate their homes. I'm going to show you more of that in a minute. Look at that snow. Imagine that, having to shovel out your car like that. There was look at that. That's also in Buffalo. Now, in this snowstorm, there's a very heartwarming story that shows that people can be very kind. There's this bus of tourists from Korea, from Seoul. They were stuck in Buffalo, and they went to a person's house to ask for a shovel, help shovel out the snow. Well, would you know, the couple, I don't have a picture of it. I wish I should have thought of it. The couple, a man and wife, they open up their home, and the Korean tourists, there weren't that many of them, there were like a dozen, but they were invited into the home and they stayed there for 2 days, maybe it was 3 days. And they made, this couple, they were American, but they made Korean food. They happened to have the ingredients to make Korean food. And so they had kimchi, and I don't know if you like Korean food or what your tastes are, but Korean food is very delicious and very nutritious. But these were total strangers, and they were in the home, and they were there for 2 or 3 days until the snowplows came and cleared off the roads. Now, I know that I believe in Islamic culture, you have this is a given. If a stranger is in need of help, the culture calls for you help the stranger. I think that's a very good quality. You help him for 3 days. He can stay with you. And but this is not common in American culture. Unfortunately, we are taught to believe from an early age to be a little bit afraid of strangers. Strangers are people you cannot trust. You got to know their background. Because we have so much crime in America, you never know who that stranger would be. But anyway, it was heartwarming to see that this couple took in this bus of strangers from Korea, and they had a good celebration together for, I don't know if it's 2 or 3 days before they went on. And so that's in the news. You can read about it. And now, a tradition on Christmas and New Year's, actually throughout the Christmas season, which actually begins from Thanksgiving through January 6th. The reason why I say January 6th, because we in America, we're very multicultural, and we celebrate what we call over there anyway, Russian Christmas. That's on January the 6th. So Thanksgiving, people gather here. This is one tradition, one of many. It's in Central Park in New York. If you ever visit New York City is a place of lots of skyscrapers and asphalt, cement, and people hurrying. They hurry. Wherever they go, they hurry. Well, if you want to relax, find a place to relax in the summertime, you can sit on a bench and read a book, or just listen to some quiet music, whatever you want to do. And in the wintertime, like here, the picture, you go to Central Park, and if you're able to ice skate, well, you ice skate. If you don't want to ice skate, you can watch the people. And they play music, nice music as they skate too. So that's a tradition that you will see this time of the year. By the way, in America, we don't call it the Christmas season, or we don't even mention Christmas in many places anymore. I love it here in Osh. People say Merry Christmas. But in America, because it's multicultural, and there are many different religious beliefs in America, from Hindu, Islam, Christianity, Judaism, Buddhism, all kinds of different religions. And in America, the push is on these days for inclusivity. That means you don't want to alienate anybody. Well, Christmas is alienating. It can be alienating because it's Christmas comes from the Christian tradition. And America, although one time, with all respect to the Native Americans who were there first, it was a Christian country. Well, it's not that way anymore. It's, we have a lot of different religions that we accept. We have a statement in the Constitution of separation of church and state. That means no religion can dominate government. So in government, businesses, many businesses, they don't say Merry Christmas. They will say Happy Holidays, or they will say season greetings, pretty much. So, you can still say Merry Christmas. People won't say, oh, you said the bad word. No, nothing like that. But Merry Christmas is used, but you're going to hear in America other words like season greetings or Happy Holidays. Even the Christmas tree in many circles is not called a Christmas tree. It will be called a holiday tree. But you can still call it what you want. I still call it Christmas tree because that's what I grew up with. And so anyway, here we go. That's a tradition there. Now I'm going to start with a little bit on Christmas and I'm going to work up to New Year's because you can't speak of New Year without Christmas holiday. These are some decorations. On the left, you get Christmas ornaments. On the right, you get candy canes. Candy canes are very special. You hang them on a Christmas tree. They are made of peppermint. They're actual candy. Put them on the Christmas tree. And then some people, when they have their tea or their coffee, they take off a candy cane and they stir their coffee with it. And it has a nice peppermint flavor. I don't know if you like peppermint or not, but that's what they taste like. And that's what they look like, candy canes. It's a tradition. Then, of course, you know, all over Osh, I saw Christmas trees. My goodness, so many Christmas trees. And people like to light candles. You see down there in the lower left, a candle with leaves. Red, the colors are red and green. In the holiday spirit of America, you're going to see red and green, red and green, red and green, red and green. No matter where you go, the color red and green. And that's embodied in the poinsettia. That's on the lower left next to a candle. A poinsettia is a tree that is a plant that is synonymous with Christmas. And it's the flowers red and leaves are green. And it's very pretty to look at. And people will buy them and decorate their homes. You will go to some homes and all over the homes, the houses or apartments are poinsettias. People love that. Although the leaves themselves, if you love cats, well, keep your cats away because the leaves are toxic to cats. And then in the lower right is a drink that's popular from Thanksgiving through New Year's. Do you have any idea what that drink is called? It's two words. The first word is egg, like egg, you know, egg, chickens. Egg, eggnog, eggnog. It's made from raw eggs and milk, and they put nutmeg on top. And I think there's something else in there too. But people don't make it so much. They buy it from a store in a carton. And then they take it home. And if they're like me, they drink it the way it is. Maybe put a little eggnog on top to spice it up. But most people put whiskey or rum in their eggnog. That's like a little cocktail that they have with alcohol, rum or whiskey. I don't drink. I'm what they call a teetotaler. I don't drink. But those that do have it that way. Now you might ask, if you go to a party in America and somebody offers you eggnog, well, you can smell it to see if it has the smell of whiskey, if you don't drink whiskey or rum. Or you may ask them this, here's a word. Is it spiked? Spiked. S-P-I-K-E-D. Is it spiked? If they say yes, then it means it has alcohol in it. If it doesn't, if it's not spiked, then it's safe to drink. Safe for children. I mean, children like eggnog too, but of course, you don't want your children drinking spiked eggnog. That's quite common. And the taste of eggnog is so delicious. It is, oh, I love it. But it's high in calories. So if you're watching your diet, as many Americans are so afraid of getting fat, so calories are important. So they will have, if you go to the supermarket, they will sell eggnog, but they will have light. It will say on the carton, it will say light eggnog. And light means fewer calories. So drink more, I guess, not get so fat. And we have Christmas trees in the United States, Christmas trees in the malls, shopping malls. I think here you call them hyper markets, like Globus is a hyper market. Well, we have those and we have Christmas trees that they sell either artificial trees, which people can use, they can use, put them away, take them out the next year and use again. Or they can go to Christmas tree lots and buy a real Christmas tree. And they decorate. They like to decorate them, as you see here. Now we have Santa Claus. And here's the legend. Do we know about Santa? Whoops, I'll go back. What to do? We got to go back. Santa Claus. Well, you see the boy on the left. Children go to Santa Claus starting about Thanksgiving up to Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, of course, the day before Easter. And children go up to Santa Claus. And you see him there on the left, dressed in red and white. Santa Claus has 3 famous words that he's known for. Do you know what those words are? What does Santa Claus say? 3 words, 2 letters each. And they're the same word. So it begins with an H. What does Santa Claus say? Ho, ho, ho. And he's fat. Santa Claus, he's a legend. He's a fictitious character. He lives in the North Pole, way up north, where it's very cold. And he's fat and he's jolly, happy. 3 words, he says, ho, 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 ho. That's it. And then children, as you see there, go up and they sit on his lap. And Santa Claus asks the boy or girl a question. What do you think that question is? What do you think that question is?
What do you want for Christmas, for New Year?
Okay, yes, 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 exactly. But there's one question before that. Little boy or little girl, were you a good boy this year? Were you a good boy? And the child will look up at Santa. Did you mind your mother and your father? Good. Then Santa will bring you a toy. And the boy tells him, the boy might say, oh, I want a toy truck or a toy car. I don't know anymore what they ask for. I mean, it's a totally new generation. When I was a kid, that's what we'd ask for. And then the girl will say, I want a doll. So Santa will say, okay, you will get your wish. And then when Santa comes, the top picture, there he is. Santa and his reindeer. He has a sleigh. He comes from the North Pole. Yeah, and he has reindeer to pull the sleigh, and he goes down a chimney. You see him there? He's on top of the roof, and now he's going down the chimney. That's how he gets into the house. Of course, not every child, probably most do not have a chimney in their home, but it's all make-believe. You know, children don't care as long as Santa Claus comes. That's the legend of Santa Claus, a fictitious character. And you can see him up in the upper right. In the upper right, there is a picture of him. A picture of him. And see, children are led to believe that Santa makes the toys. The toys that you get, Santa makes them. But Santa has helpers. The little man to the right, what is he called? Do you see him? He's called an elf. Elf, that's right, E-L-F. So Santa has many elves. In plural, it's elves, E-L-V-E-S, elves. Elf in singular, elves in plural. Now, you will see, well, actually, I forgot to mention where Santa is coming down to the chimney, there are stockings around the fireplace. And the stockings is where Santa will also leave small gifts. But if the child is bad, he will leave coal. He will leave a lump of coal if he's been bad. But that's the threat. Parents will say that to their children. If you're a good boy, you will get toys or girl, or something nice. But if you're a bad girl or a bad boy, you're naughty, N-A-U-G-H-T-Y. If you've been naughty, in your stocking, Santa will leave coal, charcoal. And then finally, over here to the right, we have, cookies. Oh, I love chocolate chip cookies and milk. Yeah, that's for Santa Claus because he's got a long trip. He's got a long trip all around the world. I mean, that's what we believe. And of course, he's going to be hungry. So you leave him some cookies and some milk. And then there's something else there in a jar. What is that? The orange thing. What are they? You see it? Cookies, milk, and then there's something else. It's a vegetable. What is it?
Is it a pumpkin?
It looks that way. It does look that way, but it's not. It's carrots.
Are you asking white one?
The white one?
Yeah, are you asking white one or the
No,
next?
I'm asking about the orange.
Or
You see them in the glass? You get the cookies, you get the milk, and then you get the carrots. Now, who do you think the carrots are for? For Santa or for somebody else? The carrots are for the reindeer. Remember, Santa, see, this is all a myth and make-believe. And reindeer can fly. How about that? Reindeer can fly in this myth, in this legend. And of course, the reindeer get hungry too. So you leave carrots for the reindeer. So that's what children believe. See, it's fun. It really, Christmas is fun because you have this myth that adults and even most children who are past the age of 7 or 8 know it's a myth. But it's fun to believe in something like a fairy tale. It is. I think so anyway. Now, if you're interested in more about Christmas traditions, I don't have enough time to talk about all these things. I mean, we could talk about Christmas traditions for several days, but this is for something for you to do additional reading. So I've written the URL on the top left, www.whychristmas.com. You can either remember that or write that down and then search for information on your own. It has many things here about Christmas trees, Christmas cards, the myth of Santa Claus. Then it talks about Christmas in other areas of the world, Austria, China, Ghana, and then other things too about read the Christmas story, Christmas jokes, Christmas recipes. On the right-hand side, under the lights, Christmas recipes. If you like to cook, there might be something in there for you. And then there's a coloring book as well. So lots of things you can do. So write that down, whychristmas.com. Now, speaking of recipes, people like to bake at Christmas time. Gingerbread. Gingerbread is a common cookie, common treat. And people make gingerbread. It's made from molasses, by the way, in case you didn't know. Now you have molasses and gingerbread in Kyrgyzstan, do you not? I think you do. Do you have gingerbread in Kyrgyzstan? Yes or no? Yoo-hoo.
No, we don't know.
In Russian.
In Russia you do, okay. Okay, well, people will like to make gingerbread houses, and down below you have gingerbread people, a man and a woman and a baby and a child. And then up above, they make Christmas gingerbread into relics of Christmas, like the Christmas tree. And you can have other ones made of Santa Claus or stars, things related to Christmas. And then the one on the right-hand side, on the right, is where they made a gingerbread house, but they added M&Ms and other kinds of candy to it. And then a tradition is at Christmas, people will start eating the gingerbread house, the gingerbread man. So let's go on to the next one here. This one, we have foods at Christmas and New Year's. It doesn't matter. The Christmas food, New Year's food is interchangeable. One common dish on Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve is prime rib of beef. That's the one on the left. That's very tasty. Yum, 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 yum. And then on the upper, some people will eat turkey. There are vegetarians too. They don't eat any meat. See, America is such a diverse country. I can't tell you what they typically eat on Christmas and New Year's because they infuse their own culture into the tradition. So they might have something from their own country that they eat. And then the salad, you see, the primary color is green and red on the salad in the lower right. That's keeping with the tradition of the Christmas colors. And then people like to bake. At Christmas time, they make breads. They make, I don't know what that one is there, but it's got raisins in it, or maybe they're olives, I don't know. But anyway, we have many kinds of desserts, many kinds of treats. People will eat Christmas dinner, either they'll eat it on December 24th on Christmas Eve or on Christmas Day. And then on New Year's Eve, people will get together and celebrate New Year's Eve with a big dinner, usually prime rib, but there's a lot of different dietary preferences in the United States. So, you can't really predict who is going to eat what, but it usually is very festive on New Year's Eve. Now, this is something fun. If you're in America and you go to a Hollywood or you go to a Christmas party, you might have this, the ugliest sweater contest. So you'll have a Christmas party, but they'll have a prize for the ugliest sweater contest. So people will find the ugliest sweater that they can find, get their hands on or make one to try to win this contest. It's just a way for people to vent their humor. Americans like ironic humor. I mean, normally you say, what is the beautiful sweater contest? Well, this is the ugliest sweater contest. And just a fun thing to do. And businesses, government offices will have contests like this, or private people will have ugliest sweater contest. And people say, ha, 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 ha. Oh, that's so ugly. And then he wins, I don't know, a prize of some kind. Now, New Year's Eve, we're up to New Year's now. And this actually goes on from Christmas to New Year's. Here's an idiom for you. You see it at the top? What does it say?
Steal a kiss.
Steal a kiss. Do you know what that means? What is it? You know what kiss means, but why does it mean to steal a kiss?
No.
All right. When you steal a kiss, you see somebody under a mistletoe. A mistletoe is that thing hanging on the upper left, the ribbon on it. Do you see it? The red ribbon? That's a mistletoe. A mistletoe is an invasive plant. It's not a very nice plant, but it's invasive. And It grows on a tree, but it grows on a tree and it wraps itself around the tree and it hugs the tree and it will steal the nutrients from the tree. That's why it's called invasive. And it's but people will use that at Christmas and they will hang it in their home. And when somebody walks under a mistletoe, you steal a kiss. That means you go over and you surprise them. You surprise them. You surprise them with a kiss. I mean, like, see the girl on the upper right, there's a boy, and she sees him and she surprises him with a kiss. Of course, they're not always surprises, and the person that you're going to kiss will be receptive, hopefully, like the ones on the lower, like the ones below, the man and the woman in the Santa Claus outfits. Oh, that's another thing too. People at Christmas time in their homes, when they go to a party, they'll buy Christmas tree hats or Christmas Santa hats and wear them around. I was at the market, I was at the bazaar in Karasu today, and I saw this one place that had a lot of Santa Claus hats there. So anyway, people will stand under a mistletoe, as you can see there, and you steal a kiss. Now, all right. Here's the beginning of an article, and I'm going to have people read this, but I'm going to see if I can click, or I'm going to bring up the article if I can. Okay, now it's on here. Yeah, here it is. I'm going to bring up the article. Where is it? It's not here. Okay, before this.
What should you do, Tim? Should you find
I'm trying to bring up this article. Where is it here? Here we go, right here. Coming up right now. All right, right now you probably have a white screen. But
we see the article here. Why do
okay, do you see it? Right now it says, why do we kiss under the mistletoe? Yes. You see that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I'm going to read the headline. Why do people kiss under the mistletoe? Many ancient cultures prize mistletoe for its healing properties and its romantic symbolism. All right. Now, I'm going to give us a chance. Is anybody, I don't know what your English abilities are like, so forgive me if I call on you to read, but if you want to read, if somebody wants to volunteer to read this, you may do so right now. May I ask somebody to read? How about, oh boy, somebody's
what about Mirgula Narpekova?
Okay, that's Mirgu Anna Barbek. Yes.
Yes, Anna Arpekova.
Can you
okay. You are my first reader. Okay, kissing on the spring. I'll explain any words you don't. Any words I will explain. Okay, so go ahead.
Okay. Sorry, my daughter also wants to read.
Okay.
Why do we kiss under the mistletoe? Many ancient cultures prized mistletoe for its healing properties and its romantic symbolism. It's by Evan Andrews, updated, and dates. Okay. Kissing under sprigs of mistletoe is a well-known holiday tradition, but this little plant's history as a symbolic herb dates back thousands of years. The Greeks were known to use it as a cure for everything from menstrual cramps to spleen disorders, and the Roman naturalists Pliny the Elder noted it could be used as a balm against epilepsy, ulcers, and poisons.
Good, okay, that's the, so we have a few words in there. Sprigs, kissing under sprigs of mistletoe. Sprigs are tiny little branches. Like a mistletoe is a small plant,
Mhm,
or you have a branch sticking out. That's called a sprig.
mhm.
And now,
Okay.
one word that I think we should know, I think it would be important to know or help you with your pronunciation. The second line, symbolic herb, H-E-R-B. You know, English can be very difficult because you never know how it's going to be pronounced. This one is herb, symbolic. You were kind of symbolic, but herb. We don't pronounce the H.
Herb.
We say herb.
Without H, yes?
Yes.
Okay, herb.
On the next to the last line, it talks about spleen disorders. If you're a doctor, you know what the spleen is. I think it's down by the liver somewhere. And anyway, it's could be used as a balm against epilepsy, ulcers, and poisons. A balm is something, you know what that is? That's something you rub on your skin. If you get an injury, you rub a balm on your skin. Yeah. Just epilepsy. Epilepsy is a very serious neurological disorder where a person loses consciousness. And ulcers. Okay, now I'm scrolling down to the next line here. The plant's symbolic overtones. How about, what can I call on? How about?
Mahabat, yes.
Makabat. Okay, Makabat. Okay.
Mahabat. The plant's romantic overtones most likely started with the Celtic Druids of the 1st century AD, because mistletoe could blossom even during the frozen winter, and the Druids came to view it as a sacred symbol of vivacity and they administrate it to humans and animals alike in the hope of restoring
Fertility.
fertility.
Okay, so we often, the Celtic Druids were in Ireland. Are you familiar with Ireland? When I say Ireland, does that ring a bell? Ireland? Are you familiar with Ireland? That's in the 1st century. So that's like 2,000 years ago. And then it says the Druids came to view it as a sacred symbol of vivacity. All vivacity means is energy. That's it. You're very enthusiastic. You have a lot of energy. Now I'm scrolling this. Do you see it as I scroll? I'm scrolling down. Is that what you see? Another famous chapter. Do you see that? You see that or not?
No, it's not scrolling.
Okay, I guess that's not sharing with you. Well, anyway, what I have, I'm not going to read the whole thing. It's not that long of an article, but we've already gone almost an hour as it is. So let me just go back to where I was, and because I'm on a different page right now, so I'm going to go back to where I was. And where was I here? I was sharing, but where am I sharing? I need to go back to Zoom. That's where I need to go. Back to Zoom.
Now we can see your slides
We can or cannot?
with New York Buffalo, yeah? There is a slide.
Yeah, well, what happened here? I don't know what happened. Why I went back there? I'm not. Let me just take care of that right now. Oh boy, let me see here.
Maybe you'll stop sharing and again share.
Yeah, I'm going to stop sharing. I'll share again. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So it's nice to see everybody. Anyway, here I am. Here's what I look like, and I get to see what you guys look like too. So, and wow, we got quite a big turnout tonight. Very good. So let me see. Let me go back to share the slides again. I mean, if you have any questions at any point, you can stop me. Share screen. Go right over here, and I'm going to go there.
Some participants are writing in the chat. Someone asked about the spelling of Sprite eggnog. Spiked, yes?
Oh, spike. Okay, let me put that in the chat right now. Let me do that right now, this very moment. Let me see, how do I? Let me stop the share here for one. Back there. Spiked. Okay, let me put that into chat. Now, where is the chat? Right here. Okay. Oh, I got 20 questions here. Oh, sprigs. Okay, branches. And then spike. Okay, spiked. Spiked eggnog with alcohol. So, right, yeah, spiked. There you go. I got it right there. And what other questions? Kelty. Oh, wow. Virgo, you've been busy. Put them all in there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Thank you, Murgo. We
Yeah.
make a team.
You're welcome.
Wow.
And
I'm
it can be
scrolling up.
without alcohol, yes? Eggnog.
The spiked means with alcohol, and unspiked or not spiked, you can say that one, mean without alcohol. So you can say, let's see, is question, I'm writing a possible question, is the eggnog spiked? Is the eggnog spiked? No, it's okay for children. Yeah, you don't want to give your children spiked eggnog. Okay, let me go back to the screen share. I got something now on New Year's. I think you're going to like that. We're going to sing a song too. This goes for an hour. We're really running. Let me get going here. I want to show it to you here. And because we have, oh, here we go. Okay, New Year's Eve in New York City is a big time.
Sorry, but
Thousands. Can you see that?
no, we can't
Thousands.
see the slide.
Oh, you can't.
No, no.
Oh, what happened here? Back. Where am I here? All right, I'll go right back to where I was. Zoom, right? Okay, I'm going to share screen, and here we go. Okay, share. Okay, there we go. Now I'll go back to the screen I want to get right down here. There we go. This is the screen right here. I want to get for you. Okay. New Year's Eve in New York City. This is called Times Square. Have you ever heard of Times Square?
Yes.
That's a big, if you go to New York City, you'll hear about Central Park and you'll hear about Times Square. This is tens of thousands, maybe even 100,000 or more. I think that's more like it. Over 100,000 people gather. You can't move. You can't even turn around. So many people there, and they count down the seconds from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then a ball. You see a big ball drop from Times Square. They have a big ball, and you see that. That's not too clear there. I can't really see it, but a ball will drop, and people celebrate New Year's in Times Square. And of course, New Year's in America is right here. All right, now can you see? Whoops, what happened? All right. Here. Okay. Maybe you can't see. Can you see? Oh, come on.
Yes, we see the phrases pop the cork, pop the question.
There you go. That's what I want to say. Pop the cork means to take the champagne. People drink champagne, so they pop the cork. And that means they pop it, it goes boom, makes a noise. And then the bubbly, care for some bubbly. See on the left there, it says care for some bubbly. Well, that's another name for champagne. And people will raise their glasses in a toast. Now, pop the question is something else. It's used, I won't say it's synonymous with New Year's, but on New Year's Eve or on New Year's, young men will often pop the question. What do you think the question is? They'll have their girlfriend with them. They'll have their girlfriend with them, and they will pop the question. What's the question? Take a guess. What question does a young man ask a young woman?
To marry.
Yes, that's the question. So you will hear in America, maybe a young man, a young woman will go back to her friends or her family and say, well, he popped the question. And whenever they say pop the question, that always means marriage. Will you marry? Anyway, these are, you have fireworks up on the right. People wear those funny hats and they have balloons, big celebration, and of course, champagne. Happy New Year. Unfortunately, many people get drunk on New Year's Eve, and policemen make arrests. And unfortunately, some people have accidents too because they drink too much. And now I want to close. Now, when in Times Square, you will hear a famous song. It's always played. This song is synonymous with New Year's. It's been being played in America for like 60 or 70 years. Every New Year's, it's called Auld Lang Syne. And let me see if we can, I can play the song with the lyrics, and you can also download it. So let me see if I can get it right here. I hope it comes into you. All right, something is coming up. Do you see a white screen right now? I hope. Do you see the,
Yes.
you see a picture now with the sunrise?
Yes, there is a YouTube video.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm trying to play the video right now. You see it now? It's buffering. You see it? Oh, you know what? I need to be able to share the sound. Can I do that? I need to share the sound.
It should be there.
Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop sharing this, and then I'm going to share the sound. So let me do a stop share right here. And now I need to set, I need to make this so I can, oh, I wish I could get this. Come on. Oh boy, come on. I know it's saying this. Why is it doing this? Cancel. Okay. There we go. Okay, it's can't. All right. Are you there? Are you there? It says Zoom meeting is not responding. Are you there?
Yeah.
Can you hear it? Can you hear the music?
No. There is no music.
Stop.
There is no video.
All right. Let me just stop this one thing here I'm doing. Okay. Let me just see if I can get this video up. I don't like this one here. This is Mariah Carey. I'm going to do Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey. Auld Lang Syne. I'm going to put her up there. Lyrics. Okay, now I got to be able to share this with you. Now, how do I share the audio? Let me see, how do I do that?
You can just share the video. Is it a YouTube video?
Well, I can share the video, but I need to have the audio. Alexander, can you help me for a second? That's my son. I'm calling him. Oh, how do I do it? Oh.
If it doesn't work, share with us with the link on
How do
WhatsApp.
I share the audio on PowerPoint?
On WhatsApp.
Alexander, well,
I think if you show the video, the audio will be heard anyway.
well, it's not all right. Let me try it that way and see what happens. All right, let me just get it up here. Here's Mariah Carey coming up here. All right, now I got her here. Putting her up here. Okay, now hold on, Maria. Now I'm going to share this.
I like this singer. Let me
Mariah
write.
Carey,
Yeah.
you do hear it. Here she comes. I'm sharing the screen now, and you can see it. Okay. It's buffering. I don't know why it's taking so long to buffer, but it is. Oh. Can you hear?
No. We see the
You can't
song.
hear?
We see the lyrics, but no sound.
Okay, there is a way.
It's somewhere.
Oh, let's see.
There should be an access somewhere for the sound.
No. There is a way to share the video or the audio. See, all right. Well, Kaz isn't there, is she? She's not around. I think she would know. Okay. Well. Anyway, I'm not going to be able to do it, but you can. All right. This is for you. This is your homework, everybody. I would like you to see. So let me go back here. Power. Let me go back here. Where am I here?
Yeah, you can
Well,
send us the link later and we can listen.
I would like you to be able to play it and sing it, but that's a song that you will always.
I find this song. If you let me, I can I can switch on this music.
Will you try then,
Yeah.
Nurisa? Will you try?
Okay. Is your name Gulistan?
It is Nurisa Abbasova.
Oh,
This one?
that's the one. Yeah, that's one version. Forgot.
And never brought to mind. Should old acquaintance be forgot and old lang syne? For lang syne, my dear, for lang syne. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for lang syne. We two have read about those names and plagues that they see smile. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for lang syne. We forgot and never brought to mind. Should old acquaintance be forgot and old lang syne? For lang syne, my dear, for lang syne. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for lang syne.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you,
How do you pronounce
Nurisa.
How do you pronounce your name? It's not
Thank you.
Nurisa.
Narisa. Okay, I was almost getting there. I would have gotten it. Narisa. Thank you.
Sorry.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. But anyway, that song, I put a URL in the chat, so you might want to copy that for anybody. That's the Mariah Carey version. I think hers is more upbeat. But I wanted to say in closing that on New Year's, the ball drops or the clock strikes 12. You can be in your house. Not everybody's at Times Square, but you're in your house, you're at a party, you're with friends or whatever, and people count down. It gets to 10 seconds. And they go 10, 9, 8, and so on. And when it's down to, it's down to 0, they don't say that. They say, Happy New Year. And then the music, may old acquaintance be forgot. And they'll sing that. And at that moment, people are slopping down their champagne and kissing each other. They're kissing everybody. Sometimes they have so much champagne in their mouth that they get a very wet kiss, but nobody cares. You know, it's just people are so happy. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. And some people are, get overboard, but that's the nature of the business here with Old Lang Syne. That's every New Year's in America. It's that song. Different versions. I've heard hip hop versions with rap stars doing it. They do it. So, well, anyway, I guess the time is expired, right? It's 1 hour. Is that what you do?
Yes.
Margot, yeah. Now let me write my email address in here. Write my email address. Copy that down, Tim. Wahl at.
Can I ask one question?
Yes, you may.
Yes.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We
Here, my
heard
email
one
address is in there.
song, Anthem of New Year, but the question is why it's not too popular as like other songs, example, Last Christmas or Abba's song. I read that the song is Anthem of New Year, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's synonymous.
But
And you're asking why it's would you repeat your question? I'm not sure if I got it. Sorry.
Yeah, repeat your question.
I have never heard this song.
Oh,
this
okay,
song,
well, that's why I
which we
brought it up.
heard.
I thought maybe a lot of people hadn't. Like the one last Christmas, I gave you my heart.
It's too popular. Last Christmas.
That's a popular
and
song, and a lot of young people know that. This one is an old song, but people still use it. People.
It was before popular, yes.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't know when it was written. Guy Lombardo was the composer, and that was at least in the 1950s. I think before that. I'll have to look up. But if you did some research, I think you could find out who wrote it and when. But it's been with us through 2 decades, and
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So.
Sorry for question.
Another question.
Sorry for question, and thank you for answer.
Oh, okay. You're very welcome. And how do you pronounce your name? I gotta pronounce this. It's Aidana. Okay, I was almost there. I was getting. I know that Aidana. You know, like see these letters are so different for me. See, I gotta study them. It's just like you probably when you learn English, they were different for you. Well, I'm the same in Russian and Kyrgyz. And sometimes I don't know the difference. I'm walking down the street in Osh and I see signs in a business. One line will be Russian and the other one will be Kyrgyz. And, it's difficult.
And Tim, why did you write your email here? Should they write to you?
Yeah, in the chat, yes.
In the chat.
Right there, I put it in the chat. You should see it. You see it?
Yes, there is your email.
Wahl@gmail.com. It's right there, so you can copy it. And that would be it. Anyway, we had quite a few students. How many we have? 16?
Thank you for information. It was so interesting, and we will invite you more.
Oh, well,
yes.
Are you scattered around Kyrgyzstan, or are you mostly in Jalalabad, or where are you?
I'm in Jalalabad, but we met with you in Osh. In summer, I don't know exactly. In summer, we met with you. I'm from Jalalabad, Kuchkaratan.
Oh, I see. Well, I know, how far is Jalalabad from here? How many, takes about an hour drive?
It takes more than 3 hours.
3 hour drive. Oh, it's very far.
Yeah.
Oh, oh. Okay. Well, I was going to say I had something going on at the American Corner, but that's too far. You have an American Corner in Jalalabad, though, right?
Yes.
Yes. I see. Well, you.
Are you in Osh now?
I'm in Osh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I just got back this afternoon. I went to the bazaar in Karasu.
Mm-hmm.
And have you ever been there? Karasu Bazaar? They have. Do they have a bazaar in Jalalabad?
Sorry?
Do they have is there a bazaar in Jalalabad?
Bazaar?
Yeah,
You mean?
yeah. Like,
Yes.
Yeah, we have.
you do have one?
We have. So
There's the one in Karasu is, oh my gosh. Woo, they have so much. I mean, there's everything there under the sun.
Yeah.
So many people. But today it was very cold out there. Whew, it's cold.
Harasu
Anyway.
is like black water. It's translated like black water. And
Oh.
some people say, where did you buy? What brand is your clothes? And they say the brand black water.
Oh. Oh. I learned something new.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's just like joking. They say
really? Yeah. But does Karasu mean
black water.
That's what it means?
Yeah.
though? It
even
doesn't mean-
I live in Kyrgyzstan, but I heard it first time.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I learned something new. So anyway, I hope that I'd like to go back again, and I know what's her name? Kimmy has
Will
invited
you
me.
come to Jalalabad to Kochkarata if I invite you?
Yes, send me an email. Give me the details. I mean, if I can do it, I will do it. In order for me to leave Osh, I need to pass the word on to the embassy because they want to keep track of it just in case something happens. They need to reach me. So
Okay.
you let me know, and I'll contact